My name is Elizabeth David, and I am one of the executive directors of CTech in Port Harcourt.
My name is Chinedum, and I manage the Raw Hub University of Nigeria and Nsukka.
My name is Miracle Emmanuel Dogu, Hub Manager for Startup Kebbi. I'm from Kebbi State.
My expectation of this program is to properly structure our hub to be positioned as one of the pioneers in tech.
Before even coming here, I had a proposal which I would say also was my expectation, to see how I could actually learn on-demand skills of wanting to help grow my ecosystem back home, and also to see how I could learn manage constraints, I think, which has been like a major issue within the ecosystem in my state.
My expectation is that after the program, I will go back a sound hub manager, because I just started managing the hub. Why I was just saying, what do I do next? Boom! This one came.
And so far, I think has been phenomenal. From brand positioning, where she spoke about making sure that your branding is a story that can be sold, and make sure that you're targeting the right audience, all the way from your website to the programs that you curate, and most especially the experience, because people always remember the experience and not necessarily the process.
The workshop session was very it was impactful to me, because it opened my mind to quite a number of things, and at least the ideas I was able to hear from what other hub founders or hub managers were actually sharing really shaped my mind and maybe gave me a new perspective to what we've been learning so far.
I think this is the most important thing, how to start to even recruit. What you look out for in recruitment, how you start to sieve and then begin to do all that has to do with incubation processes.
Secondly, I think the most important point that stood out today for me is making sure that you are able to define what your outcome is. And once that is defined, then you can create a structure around that would work perfect.
I think this session on ecosystem mapping was really a great one for me. I believe one of the ways I would be able to apply most of what I've learned in this program is when I'm able to see that friction gap, then I think I can be able to apply it properly to my ecosystem.
So application for me would be taking on every single session, breaking that down, going back and imbibe the culture of learning within our organization, and clearly defining what we want our outcome.
I am just so grateful that I'm part of this project, because it's an answered prayer for me.
It's been such a privilege to be a part of the iHatch Cohort 5. It has been tremendously informative.
One of the basic things I can say is, coming for this program, I realized that assumptions don't necessarily work. There needs to actually be a whole lot of work.
From the first day till today, that is the last day. Unlike other programs or other training I used to go, this one is so practical in every ramification.
They have done a phenomenal job in the curation of the entire program, to just, even listening to our feedbacks and looking to incorporate that for the next cohort.
So I think from the first day of what we were being taught, particularly in terms of mapping our ecosystem, I was able to even spot out some gaps which we in our hub did not really notice at that point in time.
I really enjoyed the Triple Helix framework that brings together all the stakeholders in the ecosystem to drive not just the impact, but the possibility of what could be for startups in our nation, Nigeria. This is the pillar in which international countries stand on today, most especially the United States of America. A lot of their jobs are not from the government, they're from individuals, they're from startups, they're from companies that have been incubated.
I am now trained, I am now ready, and I know that I'm now confident to go and put what I've learned here into practice.
If there's anything I feel, obviously, yes, I would actually want to apply in specifically mapping the ecosystem and finding ways in which I can bridge those frictions and gaps that are in the ecosystem.
And so, in a nutshell, I would love to say that this is definitely a great program. I enjoyed myself. I'm proud to be iHatch 5 cohort representative, and I look forward to, giving back to not just the country, but giving back to even the organizers of the program, so that they are able to see that their efforts have been appreciated and continues to be appreciated.
I want to thank all the organizers of iHatch Cohort 5 for this opportunity to participate in this particular program. I think it has been a very, very huge one for me.
I'm just making this promise that they will not regret the resources, the effort I have made in me putting off this program.